logic board is out. That looks lovely. This looks like crap.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Hi, welcome back to the lab. Do you have a 13-inch MacBook Pro, mid-2009 to mid-2012? Is your internal hard drive dead or about to pack it in? Maybe it's a bit slow to start. You might have taken it to a repairer. Maybe they said it was too vintage. Maybe they said it was too expensive to upgrade. Maybe they tried to sell you a new MacBook. Well, guess what? You could do it yourself, and we're going to go through today how to upgrade from an old mechanical hard drive to a solid state drive. And we're going to go through it step by step. This video covers the model number A1278 and also makes the assumption that your MacBook is still functional. Otherwise, let's get started. The first thing to do, if you haven't done so already, is back up your MacBook. So we plug it in, turn it on, if you're using an external hard drive as a backup device, plug that in. Click on Time Machine under System Preferences. Select your backup disk. Select the new external drive. Go Use Disk. And wait for the backup to occur. Once your backup is complete, it's time to have a look how big your old hard drive is. Click on the Apple symbol about this Mac. Click on Storage, and you can see our original hard drive is a 120 gig drive. Now it's time to shut down the MacBook. To get started, you're going to need three things. The first item is a Phillips screwdriver, 000, and this will be used to crack the chassis. The next item will be a Torx T6 screwdriver, and this will be used to remove the lugs from the hard drive itself. And the last item is a 2.5-inch internal SSD or solid state drive. The most important point is check the size of the drive in your MacBook and make sure your SSD is at least equivalent to that size or a little bit larger. So for example, if you have a 500 gig drive in your old MacBook, make sure that the solid state drive is at least that size. Now it's time for disassembly. Flip over your MacBook. We're going to have to remove 10 screws with our 000 Phillips screwdriver. 7 of those screws being short, which is this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one, and the remaining 3 screws being long, which is this one, and this one. Let's start removing the screws. Now all we have to do is remove the bottom plate. If we have a look at the internals of your MacBook, this is your battery. This is your main logic board. Keep your fiddly fingers out of this section here. And this is your hard drive. And that's what we're going to be replacing. And we're going to have a look at that next. This is our old mechanical hard drive, and as we can see, it's a 500 gigabyte hard drive, so it will get replaced with a 500 gigabyte solid state drive. The way to take this hard drive out is we need our Phillips 000 screwdriver, and we need to take out these two screws here. So we will make a start on that now. This locking bar should come straight out. Take note that on this end of the locking bar we have a little nub, and the nub always goes towards the outside of the chassis. Gently lift your old mechanical hard drive up. We have a cable attached to the left side, so just be very careful. And all we have to do is unplug this connector. Give it a wiggle and the connector drops straight out. Your old hard drive will have 4 locking lugs. Here, 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 and here. And we're going to remove all those locking lugs with our T6 Torx screwdriver. So let's make a start on that now. Then we put the locking lugs on our brand new SSD drive. Now it's time to put the brand new SSD back into the MacBook. Now all we have to do is plug our drive in. Then tilt it back slightly and rest it in place. Now we put our locking bar back down, making sure our little nub is at this end of the bar. We get our Phillips 000 screwdriver and screw the bar back in. We've used a Kingston A400 SSD drive. Now you can also go for other brands such as the Samsung 860s and such forth. For a 500 gig drive, it'll roughly cost you 115 Aussie dollars or roughly 75 US dollars. So it's quite a cheap investment just to keep your MacBook going. We'll put our long screws in first, here, here and here, and all the rest of the screws are short. We then flip our MacBook over, open it up, plug it in, make sure our light comes up. If it starts up, hold in the power button for 5 seconds to shut it down. If you're going to recover the system using your external USB hard drive, plug in your USB cable now. And we are also going to do an internet recovery, so we're going to plug in a network cable. If you haven't got an internet cable or internet connection, you are going to have to use a boot USB for Mac OS X. Start your MacBook up, hold down the Command and R keys for about 10 seconds and then release them. Your internet recovery will start up. Click on your disk utility. Then click Continue. Select your new disk. Select Erase. Click Erase. Exit out of the disk utility. Click Restore from Time Machine Backup. Click Continue. Click Continue again. Select your backup, whether it's an external drive or a time capsule. Select the latest backup. Select the new solid state drive you've just put in. Click Restore. And when it's finished, it will just come up with your normal log-on screen. At the end of the day, this was not as hard a job as what the repairers would make it out to be, and hopefully you've learnt something plus saved some money. As always, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you like the content, subscribe or share. Also, don't forget to check out our social media, plus leave those comments down below. Other than that, hooroo, and we will see you next time in the lab.